I don't know how you can continue to fund a group that is sitting and openly discussing the best method to kill babies in order to increase their profit by selling body parts. It's extraordinary to me and disgusting, quite frankly, Bill.
Chris Christie, the governor of New Jersey, last hour, talking about Planned Parenthood. There is a vote for today on defunding Planned Parenthood in the Senate. Republicans probably will not have enough to make it stick, but it will set up a much longer fight on the Hill. I want to bring in Deneen Borelli, chief political correspondent for Conservative Review. She's also a Fox News contributor. Former Democratic congressional candidate and attorney Jessica Ehrlich was set to be with us. There's some bad weather in the studio in Tampa, Florida, so our regrets for not being able to make that work. Deneen, good morning to you and welcome
back
Bill. To this topic. You expect to vote today? How many vote?
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. They will most likely not get all of the votes. We'll see.
Because they have to get the 60, right? Pardon for the interruption. I think
Correct.
They might have 53.
Okay, so yes, they do have to make that 60 threshold. We don't know if any Democrats might cross that line, but clearly this is something that is, I find, totally outrageous and unacceptable, Bill. Planned Parenthood accepting taxpayer dollars for what they are doing, auctioning baby parts and altering the procedures that are done in these facilities. Our tax dollars should not be funding these initiatives.
Democrats say this is all political motivation, and they will argue this is just an attack on women. Harry Reid said they're attacking women's health, Deneen.
Sure. That's always the argument, Bill. But what about Obamacare? I thought that was supposed to be the end-all and be-all for those who don't have health coverage. Listen, you also have to take into consideration the judge that issued a restraining order against this group that was providing these videos. He is a major bundler and a major donor of President Obama, and he's a President Obama appointee. So if you want to talk about politics, that's the political aspect.
Well, the White House says it would block any law to trying to fund this. So, I mean, that would set up a veto, right?
Yeah, well, and Obama said he would not sign it. So clearly we know where he stands on this issue. He's also someone who doesn't think his daughters should be punished should they happen to become pregnant. So listen, this whole thing is outrageous in my view. Our tax dollars go into this organization that is auctioning baby parts and altering procedures. It's outrageous.
So here's the way I see it, Deneen. You'll get a vote today. Perhaps you get to 53. We'll see how that goes. Will there then be hearings when Congress comes back in the fall?
Yeah, well, I think there really should be hearings. There should be investigations on what laws these groups have broken. So that should be the first thing on the agenda for Congress to initiate these hearings, for Americans to know what is going on.
The impact of a hearing sometimes can be significant, and sometimes the story goes away. What is your best sense right now about this one?
Yeah, well, I'm sure the left will want the story to go away because right now they're claiming to be the victim in this instance. But the hearings should take place because we should know what is going on, especially where our tax dollars are concerned.
When you look at the 17 on stage on Thursday, does anyone disagree with that position?
You know what? I really haven't heard all of the views in terms of where the candidates stand. I did hear some of Chris Christie's interview earlier today. I believe
Rick Perry as well, yes.
Right. So I'm not really clear on where the other individuals stand, but I tell you, it is something that Americans are watching. If you're not on the side of defunding Planned Parenthood, you will have you'll have to answer to the voters.
We will find on Thursday, likely, if there is any distinction between the men and women on stage. Deneen, thank you. Deneen Borelli, our apologies to Jessica Ehrlich in Tampa, Florida. Hope the weather clears up. We'll talk again. Thanks, Deneen.